Hello to anyone watching. I'm Con Topics, and I'm going to be going over Tron Ares. This is the third installment of Disney's Tron series. I am qualified to talk about this topic because I'm a Tron mega fan, mostly Tron Legacy, my favorite film of all time. I'm going to be going over the actors, how long it's been in production for, the score, all that type of stuff. And at the end, if you stick to the end, I'm going to show you a little clip of the trailer that was released to only a few people. Not me, though. They didn't release it to me. Alright, let's move along. Alright, this is the IMDb page, a screenshot I took, in which IMDb says the Tron Ares film goes over a highly sophisticated program. Ares is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. What does that mean? That means we are branching out from the Tron series that we have seen once and twice before. The first Tron and the second Tron Legacy. This, to me, seems like a standalone reboot. Disney looks like they're trying to reach a wider audience with doing a new formula than what we've seen before. And by bringing in our legend, Jared Leto. Moving along, the actors previously mentioned our king, Jared Leto. He is going to be starring as Ares, the highly sophisticated program which breaks into the real world. We have Evan Peters. He is going to be Ed Dillinger, which we knew in the previous series as pretty much the second in command guy for the grid. He runs the security program. We have Greta Lee, which she just seems to be some developer. Not really too sure on her job. And then Jodie Turner-Smith. I actually don't know what she does. So, Tron Ares began production in January of 2024 and was completed in May of 2024. That was 6 weeks of filming. This is by Joachim Ronning. He was the director of this new film, which is different than what we've seen before. Joseph Kosinski, bless him. Fantastic director. So it's kind of sad to see him go and bringing a new guy in, but we'll see how that goes. Just looking at this shot alone, kind of scary. It looks weird to me. It doesn't give Tron vibes. Kind of gives high budget production, Disney, wide audience, boring. Enough with my opinion. I have a clip of behind the scenes Jared Leto in his suit. I'm going to go over real quick. This is Jared Leto. And he's in this bulky, goofy looking red suit, which seems to me like we're going to be having an anti-hero as the main character. Moving on to the score for Tron Ares, it looks like Disney decided on 9 Inch Nails. I hope you're as surprised as I was hearing about this. 9 Inch Nails, kind of a more loud band, and a big stray away from what we saw with Daft Punk in the second installment of Tron Legacy. Fantastic soundtrack. But I went into a deep dive into 9 Inch Nails, and I like 9 Inch Nails. They're good. Closer's great. And I listened to their most recent song, and I was surprised to find, honestly, this does give off a little bit of Tron vibes, but not in a good way. here, I have a clip. Yeah, so that was made in 2021, and it kind of has that like synthwave feel to Tron, but it doesn't match the artist. So I'm a little worried about how that's gonna go. So right here, 10, 10, 25. Pay attention to this. This is the so-called release date for Tron Ares, which would be October 10th, 2025. And on the same slide, I have what do the fans think of this? Firstly, Jared Leto. Is that reason enough? I don't know what this means, POTC5. And no Daft Punk. Are you kidding me? I love Daft Punk. No continuation of the plot from Legacy. Need I say more? No, Batman. You do not need to say more. They pretty much went over every single point that I could give on kind of why I have iffy feelings, just like all the fans. Another big point is no Kaczynski. This is Joseph Kaczynski that they're bringing up. This is the previous director for Tron Legacy, in which he created the cult classic, which we all know and love. So, in conclusion, I mean, you guys can kind of come to an assumption on how I feel. I'm not really excited. However, it's Tron, and there's going to be some cool stuff in there. I'm going to be the first one in those theaters as soon as it comes out. Now, lastly, I told you in the beginning I was going to have a clip of the trailer, and here we go. Just be aware. It's going to have little breaks in between that says YouTube, so I, or the person who created this, doesn't get striked. Yeah, so absolute chaos. We saw bikes driving around from the grid. We saw the aircraft that we see in Tron Legacy flying around. Just absolute chaos and war. So that's what I kind of expected to see in this movie, just trying to bring in a wide audience on this like almost alien invasion, AI invasion feel. I don't think any real fan of Tron is gonna like this. I'm not trying to say that that's how all fans are gonna feel, but personally, just upon this first look, I don't have many high hopes. That's all I have. Comment below how you feel about this.